Hi everyone, this is Professor E. In this lecture, we are going to talk about charts. In the previous video, we learned about the basics of Microsoft Excel, how to uh, create basic formulas like sum, average, max, and minimum. And today we're going to learn how to create charts. There are different types of charts depending on the type of data you have and the purpose of your project. So today we're going to learn a variety of charts, and then of course the choice depends on many factors. So let's learn the basic ones, or the most important or frequently used one. So this is the same data that we used last time. So I'm going to create a chart, let's say for income, that shows each quarter. So the first thing is make sure you select the data that you want to represent. So I'm going to select all this data right here. And then I'm going to click Insert. And then can you see here, all the charts are here. These are like recommended charts here. You can click, you can either choose a particular one, or you can click here, and then it shows you all the options you have. So let's say I want the column charts. And even within column charts, there is a different type. There is a clustered, there is stacked column, there is 100% stacked. So there is a variety of 3D. So I'm going to choose one of them. Let's see, probably this one will be very simple. So I'm going to choose this one. As you can see here, it shows, you just have to move it to the right place, maybe next to the data on here. If you want to make it even bigger, you can just extend these handles. And it's like the chart title here. So you can either click on it and then change the title. So that's easy way. So for example, I'm going to use the same thing, which is budget for fiscal year, let's say 2024, for example. All right, so we have quarter one, quarter two, and then I can see each color represents one of the types of the income: software sales, supplies, services, and others. So that's one type, okay? So we're gonna call this one column charts. Let's change the name to column charts. All right, now there is another type that we can use. For example, the pie chart. Like let's say you want a specific um, quarter and then want to see what's the importance or the significance of each one of them. So let's choose this time the expenses. So let's say I want to know the expenses for quarter one. So I'm going to select quarter one only. Remember here, I want to use the pie chart because pie chart shows me the significance of a component. And then I'm going to do the same thing, insert. And then this pie chart right here, you can either select from here, see that? Okay, or you can choose this type or 3D. I like the 3D, so I'm going to choose 3D. Okay, and then you can choose to change the title. So I'm going to say quarter one expenses. Also, you can show the different components. So I'm going to right click, or you can just right click on it. That gives you more features. And then you can add data label. That's going to add there if you want to add it. If you don't want to add it, you can add just um, select data, and then also there are more features in here. So there's a lot of features that you can use. And then at the bottom, it shows you the meaning of each color. like administrative, that's the blue one, marketing is the orange one, and others is the green one. And then also you can move it around. I'm going to put it right here. So that's another type, which is the pie chart. Okay. Now let's use another one right here. So let's say, for example, here I want to show, or I want to create a chart that shows me the significance of life expectancy and the difference between male and female. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to select the country first, because I don't need the code, I don't need the total, so I don't have to select them. I'm going to select only the first one. Now, to be able to select this, we have to use Control key. So that's going to allow us to select columns that are not adjacent to each other. As you can see right here, I'm selecting both of them. So sometimes you may have to try more than one time. So select this, Control, and then select this one first, and then Control. Okay, and then we're gonna go to Insert, and then this time I'm gonna choose a different one, which is the bar chart, because bar chart is gonna show it in different fashion or different look. So for example, I can use this. I think this one is fine. Stacked bar. So as you can see here, that shows the significance and then the difference between male and female. So it's more, probably it's much better than if you use the column chart. So as I said, every chart is, sometimes it doesn't really matter which type, sometimes it does make a difference to choose a particular one. So I'm just going to use here the title, life expectancy at birth. Okay, so male is the blue one, and then female is the orange. So here it shows like based on which country. So almost it's kind of 50-50, but some, like probably in Australia, maybe here, I think female is more significant than male. All right, so that's another type. So we're gonna call this one a bar chart. So I'm gonna rename it. So just right click and then rename, and then put bar chart. Okay, now let's move to another type. So this is right here. It shows like the salary, which means we are interested in knowing the trend of the salary over the years, depending on the years of experience. So maybe the best chart to use here is the line chart, okay, or the scatter chart. So that's what I'm going to use. I'm going to go to Insert, Chart, and then use Scatter. So I'm going to look for scatter chart or line chart. The line chart, as you can see right here, it shows me the trend and whether there's an increase or decrease, or if there is any change. Okay, so that would be a good example. Okay, so that's the line chart or the scatter charts. So the salary based on the years of experience. So x-axis is the years of experience, and the salary is on the y-axis, and the line shows the trend. Okay, so this is called a line chart or scatter chart. So I'm going to change the name to line or scatter chart. Okay, now this is a different type of chart. So I can use the column chart like what we did earlier, or I can use a different type. It's called area chart. So I'm going to select first. I'm going to go to Insert, and then go to Charts, and then choose all charts. It shows you all of them, and then there is area. Can you see right here? And now it shows like each color. So that's probably more significant than column chart, because you can easily tell which which component of the is more significant here. So for example, for quarter one, so let me click on it. Okay, now I have the chart here. So by looking, you can tell that, the orange one, which is the south, is more significant. Why? Because it covers more area, both in quarter one, quarter two. Okay, it went down to quarter three. Can you see like it went down and then it went back up to quarter one? Okay, maybe followed by the blue one, which is the west, then the dark blue, which is the east, north, and then finally the east, which is the gray. So that's another type. So I can change the title here to cells by region. So this is called area charts. So I'm going to right click and name it to area charts. Okay, so that's another type. As I mentioned earlier, the choice sometimes is based on preferences, sometimes on the type of data and the purpose of the chart. Now, what's the data is trying to tell us? Okay, and then what's the easy way to show the importance of the components involved in that chart? Okay, let's move on to the next one. So this is for the population, So I'm going to select the countries. And then I'm going to use a different one. Okay, here they're next to each other. So it's easy. So I'm going to select both of them. Now I'm going to choose a different type. I mean, I can use the pie chart, but pie chart is going to be too crowded. There's a lot of there. So I would probably choose what we call a donut chart. So let's see how it looks like. So you're going to go to insert, because it shows the importance, the significance of each country in relationship to the entire world, for example, or in reference to, or in relationship with other countries. So I'm going to go to chart, all charts, and then look for donut. Let's see if I can find it here. Pie chart area. Well, it doesn't look like I have this. I had it in the old version. So every version has its own. Sometimes maybe this one right here. Oh, that looks like a donut. Okay, this one's good. And then you click OK. Can you see here? It is much easier to tell, significance, the weights of certain countries, because they have more population, like India and China. As you can see, they have a big part here. Okay, and then followed by other countries in Asia, like there's the United States, 300, but definitely China and India, they're leading. It's 13, 14, we're talking about millions. So that's 1,314,000,000. I'm sure now the number is more than that. But the chart helps us see that, that importance. Okay. So you can say world population as a title. Okay. And then again, when you click, if you go top, it shows you, if you click on chart design, there's a lot of features here you can use. So you can add, you can change quick layout, you can change it from one type to the other. You can select the data, you can add more features, or you can just right click also and then go to format, plot area, and then make a lot of changes here. You can change the color of the background. So there's a lot of features that you can use. Okay, now this is another one. I'm going to end with this. So this chart is called radar charts. It's just a different way of showing the data. So I'm going to go to insert and then click on all charts and then radar. As you can see, because we have like age group, so we have different groups. So sometimes it's good to choose the right type, in this case, like the radar, because that can give us more information about how the data are spread out. Okay, so we have the 5 components: food, clothing, electronics, saving account, and other expenses. So maybe the radar is also another example, another type of chart. And of course, you can choose the whatever type you like. So you have different types. You can change the colors here. Okay. Okay. I hope you find this video. Let me change the title first. So this is expenditure analysis by age group. Okay, I hope you find this video useful, or please let me know if you have any questions. Thank you.